Here's a quick look at some of the amazing things this short video will show you how to do. In both Wizard 101 and Pirate 101, these monstrosities are known as rug glitches. And today I'll be showing you a couple of the rug glitching techniques so that you can hopefully make something amazing as well. My name is Napoleon, and I usually make strategy overview videos for classes and companions. If that sounds like something you might like, you might want to try checking out some of my other videos. But I also am an incredibly talented rug glitcher in Pirate 101, so I decided to make this guide here. And that is probably why you're watching this video. So how do you build these incredibly huge and amazing creations? Especially when it was not intended for the game originally. There are actually two techniques for rug glitching that are actual rug glitches. The rest are just decorating techniques that usually have to do with the fact that one item can be placed on top of another, or can be jammed into the same space that another item is, creating a desired appearance. And there's also the fact that you can place teleporters in some pretty strange places. That being said, King Zal does deserve some credit for leaving these incredible mistakes in the game. They were mistakes, but they were good mistakes. And King Zal was smart enough to actually leave them. The first technique I will call the scrolling technique, and you'll see why in just a minute. Step number 1 is to buy yourself a supply of rugs at the bazaar. I use these specific rugs, but many other rugs work, so experiment around and see what works best for what you are trying to create. Once you have done that, port back to your house. Step number 3 is to click on the icon for placing down items in your house. For step number 4, place one of your rugs on the ground. Next, you will want to select another rug and hover it over the rug that you just put on the ground. Be sure not to place it yet. Instead, scroll your mouse and watch what the other rug does. That's right. What you just saw was the rug that you placed on the ground move along with the rug that you are hovering over it, simply by scrolling your mouse. Scroll a few more times so that it ends up where you want it. Then, stop scrolling and see what happens. The other rug will not follow. It is at this point that you place the rug that you used to hover over the placed rug on the ground. Once you have done that, select the rug that you just placed on the ground and place it on top of the rug that you originally placed on the ground. This step is to make the glitch permanent. That means when you go to character selection, you re-enter the game and you port back to your house. One of the rugs will be in the place that you just glitched, and the other one will be on the ground. If you pick up the rug that is on the ground, nothing will happen to the other rug. And that, my friends, is the scrolling technique, which can be combined with itself and other decorating techniques. And here's a look at the second technique I like to call the shelf technique. Besides the rugs, you will need 2 other items. I got the stack of white towels from the black market, and I got the shelf from a vendor in Marleyville that sells housing supplies. However, it's likely that other shelves work just as well, so you might look in the bazaar for something else. If you have any questions about the items in this video or any housing items in general, Pirate101 Central Wiki probably has the answers, and I'll be linking that below down in the description. If you have any questions that can't be answered by Pirate101 Central, then be sure to ask them down below, and myself or someone else in the comments will be more than happy to help you. The first thing to do is to place your items. That means the shelf, the stack of towels, and the rug. You want to make sure the stack of towels is on the first or second part of the shelf, and then you want to put the rug on the ground. Next, you'll want to select the white towel and move the shelf down to the rug. Then, select the shelf and move the rug up. You can now place this anywhere, and if you want, you can remove both the shelf and the towels by simply clicking on the towels and moving it out of the way. And that is the shelf glitch. Those were the basic building blocks of everything you see inside my rug glitch houses. Good luck, and I hope you make something amazing.